Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another auction house guide, and today, what cars to sell before update 32. So, without further ado, like the video, otherwise, Forza bumpers on this. Yeah. Drop a gear, and I'll see you in the auction house. Yeah. And we have arrived, and to kickstart us off at our number one spot, coming in at 80% on the summer playlist, is the Mercedes-Benz AMG E63S. Now today, this car is currently selling for 1.718 million, and I'm going to get my remaining stock of them sold, because when it comes back, this price will depreciate to down to 1.1 million, down to 700,000 credits, and then we invest. So make some profit now, even though it's not that much of a profit because it hasn't gone up in value, but then again, it's still better than sitting at a depreciated price. But at number one, the Mercedes-Benz AMG E63S at 80% completion. Moving on. For 50% completion in summer making a return is the Zenvo TSR Dash S. Now, an interesting fact about this car, it is never rose in value. So, we might be seeing an appreciation after next week's season is completed. So, with that said, I'm going to get all mine sold for 2.631 million and avoid the depreciation curve that is inbound. Do as I do, boys and girls, get them sold to avoid depreciation. But in number two in summer for 50% is the Zenvo TSR Dash S. Next up in our summer season making a return is the H1 Alpha Open Top. Now, a fun fact about this car, this was once a 20 million credit car, and since then it's took a massive nuclear bomb and is currently sitting at 1.639 million. So, boys and girls, do as I do, get it sold and avoid the depreciation that will be coming next week. Next up in our summer season making a return is the Napier Railton. Yeah, a fantastic car to drive. Yeah, currently sitting at 704,000 credits and has a starting price of 640. So, do as I do, get it gone. Moving on. Next up on our list in the summer season making a return is the Toyota Celica 1994. Currently sitting at a depreciated price of 1.1 million credits. So, do as I do, get them all sold, because once they make a comeback, this price will drop down to at least 400,000, between 400 and 700,000 credits, and you want to avoid that, so get them sold today. Next up on our list making a return is the Toyota Corolla SR5 1974 edition, lovely, sitting at a fat price of 3.3 million credits. So be sure to get it sold, reap the profit right now, get it gone, because when it comes back it will depreciate. Moving on. Last and certainly not least in our summer season, a brand new Mustang is being added to Forza Horizon 4, the Ford Mustang GT500 2020. Now, this thing will be anywhere between 15 and 20 million credits after this season is completed. It'll be a great investment opportunity, and you can be damn sure I'll be making plenty of investment guides on this car. So stand by, stay ready, keep that bank account fat, and go snipe a few when they come out. But last in summer is the brand new GT500. Moving on to the autumn season for 80% completion making a return is the Ford GT40 Mark 1 1964 plate, currently sitting at a decent price of 1.342 million as a starting price of 1.221. Get it sold and I will see you in 2 weeks, GT40. Moving on. Next up in autumn making a return is the 5 Turbo 16 Forza Edition Peugeot, an absolute worthless car, currently sitting at 158,000 credits. Well, you can try get it sold, but I don't think anybody's going to buy it. But making a return is the 5 Turbo Forza Edition. For some good news now in autumn making a return is the John Cooper Works Buggy. Now, this thing today is currently sitting at a fat price of 2.623 million and has a starting price of, let's have a little look, 2.384. Get it gone. Finally, some good news in autumn. Moving on. And with good news comes bad news. Making a return is the Fiat Dino Coupe. Now, this was supposed to be a great investment car, and it's going to be depreciated even more. It's currently sitting at 430,000 credits, so when it becomes available, this price, it could stay at 430, or it could drop down to at least 220,000, but it's not all doom and gloom though. We might see an increase on the rarity of this car after this season is done. But for right now, get it sold and try get 430,000 credits for it to avoid that depreciation which is incoming. Next up making a return is the Ford Racing Puma making a comeback. Now we all know this thing was once a 20 million credit car for the longest time, and as of today it's took a massive depreciation hit, sitting at 671,000 credits, but this price is surely going to depreciate when the car comes back around again, so be sure to get it sold. Bye bye Puma, see you in 2 weeks. Last and certainly not least making a comeback in autumn is the Lamborghini Reventon Forza Edition, currently sitting at a fat price of 1.144 million. Time to get this thing sold, and hopefully it does sell. See you later Reventon, see you in 3 weeks, and with that, that concludes autumn. On to winter. For 80% completion in the winter season making a return is the McLaren 12C, currently sitting at a dead price of 76,000 credits. Yeah, not sure what to do about this one, boys and girls. Just put it in the bin. Moving on. Next up on our list in winter making a return is the Renault Clio RS 2010 edition, currently sitting at an absolute terrible price of 76,000 credits. Awful. Put it in the bin again. Winter is a dead season this time. There's only 4 cars coming back. Disgusting. Next up in winter making a return is the Porsche Macan Turbo 2019 plate, currently sitting at 120,000 credits. Disgusting. Try and get it sold, I guess, for that terrible price. Moving on. To finish off this awful season making a return is the Ferrari 16mm Barchetta making a comeback. But this thing brings some good news finally, sitting at 1.036 million, so try and get it sold, I guess. But with that, that concludes winter. Moving on to spring. Bringing us to spring, and for 80% completion, we've got the Lexus LFA making a return. The best sounding car on the game is currently, as of today, sitting at 2.205 million. Sad to see you go, but I don't want to have you when you go down to at least 1.2 million, so avoid the depreciation, get it gone. See you in 4 weeks, LFA. For 50% completion in spring making a return is the McLaren F1, currently sitting at 1.408 million, which isn't that bad, so get it gone, do as I do. Next up in spring making a return is the Land Rover Series 3 Forza Edition, this fantastic, beautiful vehicle that I see everybody drive. Yeah, it's currently selling for 83,000 credits. Another one that should be put in the bin, but anyway, moving on. I bring bad news yet again. In spring making a return is the Pulsar GTI Dash S. Now look at all these investments, and now I've got to get them all sold to avoid the depreciation. But as of today, it's at an appreciated price of 2.179 million. Get them gone to avoid it going down to 1.1 million credits or lower. Moving on. Our second Mustang being added to the game in Forza Horizon 4 in spring is the Shelby 1000, an absolute beautiful car, and with that this will be a 20 million credit car in 4 to 5 weeks time when the season rolls around. We're going to have to be patient, we're going to have to wait, and have to snipe a few when they come out. A great investment opportunity yet again in the Shelby 1000. Patience, patience, patience. Last and certainly not least making a return in spring is the Aston Martin Vanquish 2017 plate, also known as the Zagato Coupe. Yes, a right tongue twister. Currently sitting at just over 3 million credits at 3.269 million. Now this car has just appreciated to 3 million credits, so be sure to get your remaining stock sold before it depreciates, because depreciation is inbound, because the auction house is, as you can see, flooded with them. And with that, that brings this video to an end. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, smash that like button. And I'll see you in the next one, soldiers. Drop a gear, disappear, keep your bank account fat. Good wishes to you and your family, and I'll catch you in the next daily upload. Yeah.